Austria-Hungary's reputation in the First World War is not great. From the very start, things went wrong. Its first major objective, defeating the much smaller nation of Serbia, ended in disaster. Campaigns on the Eastern Front were little better. The Navy achieved almost nothing of real value, and casualties quickly became staggering. Time and again, Germany had to step in to prevent its ally from completely collapsing. Which raises an obvious question. If Austria-Hungary was the first great power to declare war, why was it so unprepared? Why did it perform so poorly throughout the conflict? Before answering that, it's important to clear up a misconception. The Austro-Hungarian armed forces were not useless in every sense. This wasn't simply a story of cowardly soldiers led by idiots with broken equipment, though incompetence certainly played a role more often than it should have. The real problem ran much deeper. Austria-Hungary's military was trapped inside a political system that was, frankly, a nightmare. The so-called empire was actually two separate states, Austria and Hungary, linked only by a shared monarch, Emperor Franz Joseph. Each half guarded its own interests, and cooperation was minimal. The only truly shared responsibilities were foreign policy and the military. Even then, unity was more illusion than reality. Franz Joseph was not commander of one army, but three. Austria had its own imperial force, Hungary had its royal army, and then there was the so-called common army, made up mostly of conscripts from across the empire and intended to serve as its main fighting force. The navy was technically shared as well, but Hungary had little interest in naval power and invested almost nothing in it. To make matters worse, Austria-Hungary was a multi-ethnic, multilingual state, and its army reflected that complexity. German speakers made up barely a quarter of the troops. Hungarians were just over a fifth. The rest were Czechs, Slovaks, Poles, Ukrainians.